welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel, whichever one it may be. And if you are new here, please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, do all those wonderful things. And yeah, just let me know what you think. Anyway, we are continuing on with my series-ish that I'm doing here, comparing all of the mini kits. And today we're going to take a look at the Diamond Art Club kit. See how possible this is to do. I will probably speed up actually working on the canvas itself and then talk a little bit about it after. But anyway, oh yeah, I added some extra bags in. We're gonna start with this because it came out of the kit, so I'm gonna put those aside because they're extras. But I added some extra bags in because I wasn't sure if we were going to have enough bags for what we're going to do. So we're using only what comes in the kit for the most part. I mean, if we need extra bags, most of us probably already have extra bags, but if this is the first kit you ever ordered and you decided to take it with you on a, I don't know, walking trip of Ireland or something, and you only have what comes with it, and you did like I just did, where you put it in a little bag, so it takes up less space. You know, I put it in a quart-size bag, so it takes up less space in your bag, because these boxes can kind of get kind of bulky. I mean, someone left a comment on my TikTok video, was like, why not just put a bunch of the kits in one of the boxes? And I was like, well, the whole point of it is that you're only taking one kit with you, and you're trying to take up as little space as you possibly can in your bag or suitcase or whatever you're packing this in. So like this box is going to take up quite a bit of space in whatever you're taking with you, whereas this little bag with just the stuff in it is not going to take up that much space. So that's why I'm doing the test this way, is to see that, to see how it's going to work out. So I put this in here, I think after I showed off the kits. I put this in here. Where is the opening for this? Down here. And so there we go. So this is the one, I was looking at these kits, and this is what actually inspired me to want to do this series anyway, is to kind of see what's out there and what, that was the extra set of bags, what we can actually do as far as this goes. So did I already put that? Yeah, I did. I already put the 4-placer on. So we have our little wax or tray, you know, because we're only using what comes in the kit. And then in here we just have some extra putty for the pen, wax. So let's see what we got going on. And I will say, I went through and checked. Diamond Art Club is the only one that does any kind of special drill with their canvases. These are all fairy dust. So every single one of these is a fairy dust drill. I think that's pretty cool. But here is the issue, I think. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do this or not. But, you know, like if we're traveling, we're probably not going to have scissors with us. So can you separate these and open these without scissors? So three, we'll get the, like, is this something you could possibly do if you didn't have some scissors? Now this first bag is turning out to be a yes. All right, and like all my Diamond Art Clubs, it has static. I don't know why that is. Every single Diamond Art Club I ever open always is static. I don't get it. It's always. Every single one. Every single one. So that was what, 318. Where did I put that back? 318. So we'll grab our sticker. And set it up like we're kidding up. Always. I really don't understand why all my Diamond Art Clubs always have. Is it just because of like where I live or something? But they always all. I don't think I've had one Diamond Art Club that hasn't had some form of static. The way they package them, I don't know. But they're always staticky. I'm not gonna worry too much about it as long as it's not too much of an issue. So far, it's turning out to be a little bit of an issue. If you hear running around, the kittens are still here. They're 10 weeks old, and my husband has said we're not getting rid of any of them. I think we might have to. I don't think Rebel is going to accept the kittens. I just don't foresee that one happening. All right, I was able to split that up pretty easily. I also have fingernails. That might make a difference, but I just want to see if it's possible to open these bags without scissors. I have scissors. It'll speed up the process a little. Probably should have a dryer sheet too. So right now the kittens are tumbling around on the floor, playing, because that's what they do. They eat, they play, they sleep. That's what they do. They eat, play, and sleep. All right, you were 3866. I'm gonna just put you over there. Okay, 3866. There it is. It's all the way at the bottom. I guess that's kind of our white. So there's no actual white in this, and there's no actual black in this. It's cool. Cool. I have one kitten. He's lying on the couch with me taking a nap. He was running around earlier though, so that's probably why he's taking a nap. Usually they kind of all run around together and play together, but sometimes some of them will nap separately from the others. The little girl is usually one of them. She's always napping. She plays the least. She plays the hardest when she plays though, so I can't say she plays the least. She plays the hardest. She plays with the toys. Her brothers play with each other. She plays with the toys. All right, so we have 898. It's really almost a little bit harder with the Z in front of them because it's not straightforward. Well, they're really beating each other up. I don't know if you heard that little kitten scream. Sometimes if you can't get the top, you can get the bottom. But I am not getting anything to rip on this one. Now, I suppose if I worked at it long enough, like, I could find a spot that would rip and open up. But I am gonna give up. Whoops. That's not what I wanted you to do. Maybe you're one of those people that does travel with a pair of craft scissors. So maybe you have scissors on you. Or the other thing you could do is kit this one up before you travel. So, And I don't need to kit up all the colors. I just wanted to see, well, I will kit them all out because then they'll be ready for the other. Because in reality, most of these canvases, you only need some of the colors. You don't need all the colors. So you don't really need to kit them all up at once. But if you are traveling and you're taking a diamond art club, I would say put them into baggies beforehand. Just kind of prepare yourself before you travel. And Dreamer Designs also comes in the little chain of bags, so you might want to prepare that one ahead of time as well, so that when you get somewhere, don't have to worry about it. Because like, I'm not saying that none of these are possible to take with you. They're all possible to take with you. I'm just seeing which ones are easier. Easier, more convenient, and which ones look nicer. You know, like after this, we'll be able to compare Amazon's and Diamond Art Clubs and see which one looks nicer. Obviously, I'm giving up here. So, I got my heater running. So if you hear like a little fan noise, it's my heater. It's cold today. And today is the first day that I've put my heater on. Pretty crazy. I don't handle cold well. I do better with heat. I like to sleep in the cold better, but overall, I definitely handle heat better. And I actually get like sick in the cold, like not cold or, you know, like sneezing, that kind of sick, like just like bone aching. You know when you just kind of just don't feel well, like your head kind of hurts and your bones kind of feel sore and like you kind of feel sick to your stomach, but not really. You know that feeling? Does anybody get that feeling? That's what I get when I get too cold. I start to feel like that. And then I also have something called Raynaud's phenomenon, which is I think they just call it Raynaud's now. When I was a kid, it was Raynaud's phenomenon, but now I think it's just called Raynaud's. It's not something that's too popular, but I've met a few people that also have it. And it's where my body literally can't handle cold. So maybe that's why I get sick, because of it. And it actually closes off the blood circulation to my extremities faster than hypothermia. Not in hypothermia, because I'm pretty sure that's what happens in hypothermia. But just kind of like in general. So my hands, my fingers, when I start to get too cold, they'll turn purple or like blue because the veins have closed up and they're not allowing any circulation to go to my fingers. And that's how I know when I'm too cold. It probably happens to my toes too. It's just, you don't normally see your toes, so you don't think about them. They're usually in socks and shoes and stuff, so. But I had to go through a lot of testing as a kid to figure this out. I just saw Rebel. He is so not happy about the kittens. He was in earlier because it is cold and rainy, and he does not like being cold and wet. Rebel would much prefer it if days like today did not happen. He would be much happier if they were all nice, sunny, warm days. Like nice temperature, around like 72, 73. That's where Rebel would like it to be all the time. Sunny. No rain. He doesn't like being wet at all. Like, couple of our cats are like, they'll go out. It doesn't matter what it's doing outside, and they'll just be outside playing. But Rebel, usually on rainy days like this, he's spending his day indoors hanging out with me, but he's so pissed at me right now over the kittens that he doesn't hang out with me. He sleeps with me at night, but that's as far as it goes. He's just mad at me. Got two kittens beating each other up at my feet. Whoop. It's kind of funny because they're so little and new to life and new to things that like any loud noise, like the dryer going off, and they just kind of scatter. Go trying to find a hiding place real quick. I haven't tried to open one of these again without using scissors, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say that this one needs to be prepared ahead of time before you leave. You can't just throw this in a bag and take you with it unless you know you're gonna have a pair of scissors with you, and you have, you know, I'd throw in some extra bags just to make sure. But what number were you? Shoot. I'm pretty sure we just did 3866, so that one's done. There's one in the back, 435. Yep. The one good thing about that is it's the only number that I have in there. But we'll see if there's enough bags or not. I mean, I counted them and I didn't count enough bags, but you never know. You never know. Maybe I counted wrong. They are little tiny bags. So maybe there's enough. We'll see. We are going to find out. That is the purpose of this. Find out how accessible these are. All right, 606. We are getting down there, and there's still quite a few bags left, so maybe there was enough. I don't know. That extra set came out of the Dreamer Designs kit because I put one that had a lot of bags in it in there. Oh. Two of them are playing with toys. It's so cute to see the toys getting played with. Adult cats don't play with toys the same way that kittens do. Oh, she's growling at her brothers to tell them don't come near her toy. She's the only one I've heard do that. She probably learned it from Rebel. Rebel just growls. He will sit by the door and just growl, looking at me pathetically to let him out, and growling the whole time. Kittens! And then he'll run and beat him up. Beat him up! Alright, I think I am going to finish the rest of these in a speed run, and then we'll be back to get ready to work on that. Okay, so I needed it's trash now, 2 more bags to actually finish kitting this up. So I'm glad I had the extra bags here because I did need 2 extra bags. All right, let's go ahead and write today's date on this. Start date, October 27th, 2025. Okay. Let's see. Now we can start working on our picture because we are technically kitted up. So yes, I would suggest kitting Diamond Art Club up before you leave on your trip. If you don't, well, hopefully you have a pair of scissors with you. And in case you run out of bags, some other way to store the drills, because yeah. Diamond Art Club pictures. So these are, what are they, 3x5? Does it say their size somewhere? Here. 4x6. Oh, they are 4x6. Okay. So 4x6. They look small to me. Maybe the inside is 3x5. I don't know. They look small. They have this outer coloring. Honestly, maybe with the first 2 drinks, I just don't feel like this color's doing anything for me. But you know, it's frameable. It's ready to go. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and work on this, and then using just this pen. So we'll get it ready. Whoops, that is not. Can you come off? Thank you. Like, my fingers don't want to work today because it's so cold. They hurt. Thanks to that Raynos I was talking about, I ended up with, yeah, like it hurts your joints and everything too. It's like arthritis. Get some of this out here. This is actually like hard to do. I don't think I've ever, I guess because it's cold. I've never had that issue before with it. Is it coming out some more? I'll just need a little bit more. There, I think I got it to turn. Oh yeah, now it's coming out. It reminds me of those like little, I don't think they're really a firework or maybe a firecracker. I don't know, but they're called snakes. And they just, like, you light them and they just start going everywhere, like supposedly looking like snakes. I don't know. I always loved them. Snakes and sparklers, man. Kind of love those snakes and sparklers. I'm guessing because it's cold. It's really not puttying. It's not puttying very well. So I'm going to put some putty in my multi-placer here. That's kind of how I do it. I don't know if anybody else has done this, but I just kind of push some out from the pen and put it into the 4-placer or whatever multi-placer I'm using. If Loof is in the house, I'm gonna see how long it takes for him to start crying. But anyway, I'll let you know we're at 2 o'clock right now. I'll let you know what time he cries to go out. Anyway, I'm gonna speed this up and we'll be back. goodness. We're back. We're back. This one was pretty fun and pretty easy to work up. Just gonna like move some of these drills around a little bit because they're just a little bit off in the center on this row. Yeah, it was pretty easy to do. It was pretty easy to work up. It was kind of fun, you know, fun, easy, quick little one to work on. So let's go ahead and find my, shoot. My notebook here, and we'll go to the back. Where did I put that? There we go. So Amazon, and we will do go into Art Club. So price-wise, you only get 6 in this one, and it was $18.99. So I think like it's fairly affordable, and for how easy they are to work up, like it's not, you know, yeah, price-wise, I would say they're pretty good. So I mean, I gave Amazon the 5. What did I give them anyway? Did I give them a 2 on this? Yeah, they were number 2. So we'll give them a 4 because Amazon was the cheapest at $9.99. You're still getting plenty to work on. And yeah, then this you get 6. So you are getting like the least amount, I think, as far as the projects to work on. But I mean, I could say like out of, you know, like 1 through 5 on all of these, we'll still give them a 4 because that one's hard. They're all kind of around the same price if you get the bigger one. So anyway, next up we have the, you know, how long it took. So Arrival, I think they were second, so they did pretty good. I would say on a scale of 1 through 5, we'll go ahead and give them a 5 on that because they were pretty quick to ship out and it arrived pretty fast. Does it have everything? I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 because of the little bags and the fact that the drills don't already come pre-bagged like this. Now they don't pre-bag any of their stuff, so like it makes sense why they don't, but you know, it does make it easier to already have them in the little Ziploc bags. You can just grab them and go. You don't have to do any sort of kitting up or anything at all to prepare. And I did end up needing 2 extra bags. So there was not enough of the bags. So I would say not quite on that, but it's close. It's really close because everything else is really good. In fact, so far it's the best toolkit. It has my favorite multi-placers, the 4 and the 7, and it has putty. I like putty over the wax anyway, and it'll last me a long time. And it has a pretty decent tray with a stopper and a topper. So, you know, your tray already, you can close it up. You can put a stopper in it to keep your drills inside. If you wanted to store one of the drills in here, you could in theory, but then you wouldn't be able to change them out. So I don't know. Anyway, it's the best toolkit, so it wins on that. So, yeah. Ready to go? You know, no. No, you have to kit it up. It's not quite ready to go. So we're going to give it a little 2 on that because you do have to kit it up. It's not just ready to grab and go. Kind of is, but kind of not. Travel friendly. Once you're kitted up and, you know, everything is all together, yeah, I would think this one's pretty travel friendly. I mean, it's relatively small amount of stuff. You take the toolkit out of this bag, even if you leave the toolkit in this bag, you know, so you keep everything in this bag. Heck, you could even take the toolkit out of this bag and put the drills in this bag to store them, and you'd have them in, you know, like this separate bag. But it relatively, it fits the best, I think, so far. I mean, out of the two, out of Amazon and this one, because these canvases are only 4x6, they're so small, they fit really great in this little bag. So travel friendly, I'm gonna give it a 4, just because you do have to kit it up before you go. Oh, let's keep saying that one, I'm sorry. Quality of canvas. I'm just kind of getting what I put down over there. I'm not looking at like the numbers. Quality of the canvas. You know, it doesn't feel like their normal quality. Is it still good? Yeah, it's still a pretty decent canvas, but this doesn't have the feeling of a normal Diamond Art Club canvas. It does feel like they cheaped out on these a little bit. So I'm gonna give them a 4. Because it's still a good canvas, but it kind of feels like they cheaped out a little bit. Extras. It didn't come with much extras, right? It came with the wax, it came with some extra putty, and it came with the two multi-placers. Because I would say, like, in a standard toolkit, you would expect a tray, a pen, and some form of wax. Standard toolkit. Nothing else included. Tray, pen, wax. So the wax doesn't even count. As far as the extras go, I mean, we did get the bags too. So there's that. I'm gonna go with a 3 because it's just kind of basic. Just kind of basic. Is it frame ready? Yeah. And in fact, like, there's 4x6 frames. So, you know, like 5 on that. You can just throw this in a 4x6 frame. You're good to go. I do feel like it looks small to me for some reason. But like I said, I don't have a ruler. I guess I gotta get a ruler. And I don't have one. I don't have like a tape measure either ready. Packaging. It's cute. Like, they have, because we have to look at, you know, their actual packaging. It is cute. You get it has the diamond on the front. It's this like light purpley color. It's obviously very attractive to kittens because it's been chewed. It's the only one that's been chewed too. So, you know, and then you have what's included and everything on it. You know, it has that extra little wrappy to just kind of make it a little bit more fancy. It also has like a hang thing, so if you hung things up, like you had a cork board or something. So I'm gonna give them 5 on packaging, like, because it's, you know, like, it's cute, it's nice, some pretty decent packaging. It's not the most hardcore packaging, you know, like the kittens aren't eating it, but yeah. Number of canvases. There's 6. This is the one with the least amount that I have, but the price point was $18.99 for this 6. I think for what you're getting, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5, just because I think they, you know, they cheaped out a little bit on it. And, you know, they could have included a couple extra canvases in the price point. But, you know, it's not bad. 6 is a very easy to do number if you're going on a small trip or you know you're not going to have a lot of time. Just having 6 might be good. I mean, not that we're not going to take these home and finish working on them eventually, because we are. It's just... you know, it's just that. And then they do have this that goes on the top of it. So you can very easily see which side is the front. And that's nice. That looks nice. Part of the packaging. But anyway, overall, out of the 2, The Amazon one was okay, but I just feel like this one was a little bit more fun to actually work on. And once it's all kitted up and ready to go, you know, like you have the other 5 canvases now that you can just do at any point. So I don't know which one I would take because they're both fine. They both fit in the little bag. They both work. This one was a little bit more fun, but if I was going on something where I had a lot more time, I'd probably want the Amazon one because, you know, like I'd have more to do. Whereas with this, once I'm done with the 6, I don't have anything else to do. So if I finished it in the first 2 days of my trip and I'm on a 7-day trip, you know, it might not be as fun. But anyway, I think that's it for this video. We'll continue to talk about them, but we have another kit to do. I think I'm gonna do Paint Gem next just because that one's sitting on the table over there. And so I think we'll do the Paint Gem next and see where that one takes us. And let the kittens keep chewing at this one. So I hope you have enjoyed this video and thank you for watching.